For today's video, I will be showing you guys my whole Littlest pet shop collection. So I'm just going to do a really quick overview of the bigger playsets and then the smaller playsets as well as the individual pets, and then I will get into the more detail about the specific pets that I own, and then for actual specifics with regard to each playset, those will be in a separate video. So let's get into it. The first piece that I have is the Little Pet Lovin' Playhouse, and this came with to the collie, the Siamese, the panda, and then the Boston Terrier, as well as this little hamster wheel and a little hamster in there. Alright, and then the Get Better Center came with German Shepherd, and then we have the little gecko, and then in addition to that, it came with this little, like, I think it's called the Magic Motion pet, and it's like a little yellow Persian. And then over here, this big giant set over here that came with, I think it came with the treat center for the guinea pig, because it came with this guinea pig, so it came with the treat center. And then it also came with this I think it's called like a push and play like cat or kitten, and it came with this little like bassinet thing. And then I have all my other pets that came with like all these different little sets, so I'll kind of start on the left and then kind of just explain all of the random sets that I got. This little guy over here, you can see him peeking out. He's a guinea pig, and he was part of the Portable Pet Sweet and Neat collection. And then right over here, this one, and then the monkey and the turtle and this like rat mouse thing, and like all their luggage and stuff came in like a little carrying case, and this was part of the Sweet and Neat collection as well. And then I already explained that one, and then over here you can't really see him, but it's a set of a snail and German Shepherd, and yeah, they just came with basically an umbrella and a rain hat. But I guess they were part of the Super Sassy pets, and they were like a little pet pair. And then over here, there's another pair, and these came with the boat, and these were the duck and the cocker spaniel, and they were part of the Summertime Pals set. And then over here, I have these were part of the Totally Talented pets, I guess. This was like a themed play pack, and that's what they were called. And there's a pink poodle, a bull terrier, and an orange Persian cat. And then I guess right in front of them were this 3-pack of Springtime Fun pets, and this was basically a pig, a monkey, and a golden retriever, and they came with like these different accessories on them. And then over here, this was a portable pet, and this was a real feel pet, and it's supposed to be a black Scotty, and it has this like fuzzy texture. And then over here next to like kind of in front of the treat center, I have these themed part of a themed play pack They're the Squeaky Clean pets, and these were a duck, a Jack Russell Terrier, and a turtle. And then back there, I have two sets that kind of build upon one another. So the bottom area is the display and play, or the display and play pet bakery, and it comes with this little bunny. And then above that, you're supposed to, it's like an apartment complex where it like all can kind of connect to each other, but I only had one. And this is a display and play pet Nook, and I got it with the monkey. So that is what that is. And then I think that is every one of like my little mini sets. Why? So this is all of my Littlest pet shop. Everything. Yeah, you guys. So now I'm going to show you guys all of my pets. These are from the early 2000s. So these are when Hasbro took over Kenner, who originally made these in the 90s. They took over and they created these like new style, kind of big manga eyes, inspired by the Bratz doll Littlest pets. But there are like 7 whole generations of the Hasbro ones. So these ones are the 2004, 2005, and 2006 ones. So they have these magnets on them. They're fairly realistic in how they look. Like, they're not super colorful, most of them. And they also have these little like bobbly heads. So that was kind of like typical of those at that time. And they also come in like different collections. So when I show them to you guys, I will write the year, the collection that they were from, and the number that they were. There's over 3,000 of these that have come out since 2004. So I will show you guys like the number that they actually like are out of 3,000. Overall, this is everything that I pretty much have. I only have 32 of these. I wasn't really into the pets. I was more into the playsets, which is why you can see I had so many playsets. I had like the 3 main like big playsets that came out in the early 2000s, but I wasn't as into the pets, so I only have 32 of them. I did have one fish, but it was like part of a playset, so you'll see that when I show you guys that playset in a separate video. But I didn't have any like standalone fish. I didn't have like every single species or anything. I only have 32, but for a video, I think that's actually pretty good. I don't think you'd want to go through like 100 pets with me. Yeah, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna get started now and show you guys all my pets. So these are all of my dogs. You can see I have the most dogs out of any other pet type, which kind of makes sense. I feel like dogs are like the most common pet. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into them. So first we have the black Scotty, and this one is unique because it has this velvety texture, and its head doesn't bobble. Its head is just kind of like, doesn't really do anything. I mean, it moves, but it doesn't like make any noise or anything. But it has this velvety texture, and it has blue eyes, and then it has the blue magnet at the bottom. So I don't know why some of them have blue and some of them have red. I think maybe the blue magnets were like for the more recent pets, but I don't really remember. So yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry about that. So next I have the little pink poodle. She's so pretty. Fun fact, the pink poodle was my first ever Webkin. So if you know what those are, you'll get my point. But yeah, this is the pink poodle. Very cute. Next we have the beagle, and it is defined by these big flappy ears. and these purple eyes. So cute. Then we have this dog, which in my opinion looks like a collie, but apparently it is supposed to be a Cocker Spaniel. So I don't know what to say about that, but that's what it's supposed to be. And it has these gorgeous little blue eyes. So pretty. So cute. And then this one is the actual collie. This one's just like a gray collie. Even though I feel like when I think of collies, I think of like brown long-haired dogs. So like, I don't understand, but whatever. This is supposed to be a collie. This one has a very bubbly little head. And it has blue eyes. It's very cute. It has very fluffy cheeks. This one is a Jack Russell Terrier. It has these little floppy ears, and it's very bubbly once again. And my only thing with this one is that it has a really big head, so it can't really stand. Like, see, it just kind of falls down. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's still cute and friendly. So this next one is a Bull Terrier. By the way, I have no idea like what makes a dog a terrier, because this looks nothing like the other one that was also a terrier, so I have no idea. But anyway, and this one has like a really big snout to it, as you can see, and he's very bubbly, and he's also very shiny, which is kind of interesting. Like, he's matte but he's shiny. It's kind of weird. I know. Anyway, that's what this one is. So the next one is this gorgeous little German Shepherd, and he is a male, and he has all these little spots on him, compared to this one, which is a female, and she looks more typical, I feel like, of a German Shepherd, and she has these beautiful little purpley eyes. So cute. And then we have this little golden retriever with blue eyes, and he sits. He looks like he's sitting, so he doesn't have trouble standing, which is nice. We're sitting, and because he's not like standing like this dog. And yeah, he's super cute, very friendly. And then lastly, we have this dog, and in my opinion, this one looks like a bulldog, but apparently it is not a bulldog. Apparently it is a Boston Terrier. So I apparently know nothing about dogs, because I would have guessed all of these wrong. Like 5 minutes ago, I thought this was a Husky, and then I discovered it was a German Shepherd. So clearly, I don't know nothing about dogs, but that's okay. So yeah, this one is a Bull Terrier. So now moving on to all of my cats. So the first kitty I have to show you guys is my Siamese, and she has green eyes, and it's obviously a short hair. And then I have 3 Persians. So I have this one, which is this orange color with blue eyes. And then I have this yellow push and play one. So she has this hard plastic, and instead of being a bobblehead, when you tilt her head up, her tongue comes out, and then she has 2 magnets and like a little hole for, I guess, like a peg or something. And then lastly, we have a little kitten here. In case when you push her head down, the tongue comes out and her paw goes up. And she's like a little black and white Persian or some other kind of cat. I don't know. So next up I have all of my monkeys. So this one is a little baby monkey. You can tell he's very tiny, and he has a little tiny tail, and he actually has a blue magnet, which is interesting because most of them have red magnets, but he has a blue magnet. And then his little buddy over here looks very similar to him, but he's a little bit bigger, and his tail has like this little white tip to him. And he has the red magnet, you can see. And then this one over here looks completely different. This one's bald. And he just has a completely different shade and coloring and looks like a completely different kind of monkey. And I'm not a person who knows a lot about monkeys, so I couldn't tell you what type of monkey this is supposed to be. But I know it's a different type, obviously. Next up are all of my, I guess, reptiles. So I have 2 turtles and 1 gecko. So the first turtle has this little splash on him because he's part of the like clean collection or something. And he has these the turtles have these like really big jutted out eyes. They're probably some of the cutest ones in my opinion. Love them. And then this turtle is a little bit brighter, a little less realistic color-wise, but also super pretty. Maybe this is supposed to be like the female turtle, and then the other one's like the male turtle, and they can like make love. I don't know. And then the little gecko dude. This is another really old one of the originals. This shading on him is not fading, it's natural. That's how he was painted. And his eyes are a little less jutted out. But he has his little feet and the little magnet on his feet. So next up we have all of like the gerbils, I guess. So we have a mouse, a hamster, and 2 guinea pigs. So the first hamster looks like this. It's like a tan color. It's very neutral. So cute, and he's quite big compared to the hamster who is quite tiny. And then this is his brother, or his little friend. And this one clearly has like orange striping and coloring to him. And then the little hamster, as I showed you, is super tiny and cute. And honestly, just looks like drugged out. Like, just looks like he smoked a bunch of weed. Like, just, that's the face that I'm getting from him. But he's like a super teeny tiny hamster. In comparison to the mouse, you could see they're about the same size. And then this is the mouse, aka the rat. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be a mouse or rat. But he's super cute. Or she's super cute because she's pink. So she's definitely not super realistically colored, but she's very pretty. And my only complaint is that the tail is kind of like not very neatly painted. It almost looks like someone painted it with nail polish. But aside from that, I love this one. It is so cute. Probably one of my favorites. I definitely liked the more like Not all of them, but I definitely feel like the more like brightly colored ones, like this one and this one, were like really fun and like, you know, it's like they were still realistic, but they were still colorful, which I liked. And we have the little duckies. This ducky over here has like more of like an orangey kind of a beak, and then this ducky has more of a yellow beak and is, I think, a little paler. But you could see the little duckies are incredibly similar, and they have really tiny bodies and really big heads. And now for all of mine that I only have like one of the species or like that particular type. I have a panda, a pig, a bunny, a snail, and a bird. So this is the bird, and you can see he has like a curled like thing here to help him perch on things, and he also has like a really big head. And this, I think, is supposed to be a cockatoo. Super cute. Then we have this snail. This one doesn't bubble quite as much as the other ones. This is from 2006, I believe, and this one, it has so pretty. It's probably one of my favorites just because it is so pretty. It has this cute little face without looking like it smoked a bunch of weed, and it has this like beautiful metallic shell, and it's just really pretty color wise and just aesthetically a very cute animal. Their seahorse looks really similar. And then we have a little piggy. Again, not a lot of bobble there. You can tell, like, it kind of bobbles a little, but it doesn't really bobble that much. And she's very naturally colored. You would think she'd be like bubblegum pink, but she actually looks very realistic. So that's what I meant by like the 2000 or early 2000s ones were mostly fairly realistic to like the coloring of the actual animal. They're very like, you know, they look for like this. A real pig could actually be colored like this, whereas like a real pig isn't normally bright bubblegum pinks. We have another really old style one. This one is super bobbly, and I love this one. It's a little panda, and the way he's like sitting is so cute. He also looks a bit drugged out, but she's, or I guess it's a she panda, but she's so cute, and I definitely love the panda. I think the panda is just adorable. And then finally, for the least favorite pet, I didn't do this on purpose, but I guess I just ended up going with my least favorite at the end, is this bunny. Now, I have nothing against bunnies. I think generally, like, bunnies are really cute, but this particular one, it's a hard plastic one, and it's a push and play. So you turn it like this, and its eyes move like that. And my problem with that is that the eyes are really creepy. They like bulge out, and they're just so creepy. I just don't like it. I don't think it's cute at all. So I do not particularly like this bunny with the creepy eyes. So this one also has this, like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but she doesn't have like the typical like red magnet. Like the magnet is in there, but it's covered, and she just like has an imprint of a paw. And then this push and play, the push and play kitty is very similar. It has the same thing with the pink paw thing. So I did want to tell you that about the push and plays. So yeah, you guys, that is all of my pets and all of my playsets. So I did want to show you guys how I store all of my Littlest pet stuff. So I have this pretty tall bin, basically the perfect height for the biggest Littlest pet shop. which is really big. And then the only thing is, I can't put the cover on it with the little thing that sticks out. So fortunately that's removable, so I just remove it and put it with the bag with the rest of my biggest Littlest pet shop things, and then that's not a problem. And then underneath it, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I also have my Pet Loving Playhouse and then the Get Better Center tucked into there. And then I basically just organize them by putting all of the all of the sets together, and I like to keep them with the pets so I know which specific pets came with the different sets. So I just kind of tuck all of the bags together, and all of that. I also have a bag of all of the posters and things that they came with, which are sometimes useful to determine what they were called or what pet numbers things were, whatever. And then there's this plastic thing that came with one of the sets, so I have that tucked in there. And yeah, this way they can kind of tuck into whatever nooks and crannies they have to. And then you can't see, but also on the side I have a little some papers in a plastic cover thing, and they just tell me what sets went with what things, so I know, and that I just put on the side. And then there's also a big cardboard cutout of the Biggest Littlest Pet Shop that came with it, and that I put on the bottom because it doesn't fit vertically. So yeah, but that is basically how I've organized it, so that way all my Littlest Pet Shop things pretty much fit in this one big container.